we normally have a counselor, our in-house counselor, and we get to counsel people who need the advice here and there, and just generally see how we can make it better for people who are desperately in need of some advice because of the dicey situation that they have found themselves. Okay. You can join us on social media. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, Nigeria Info Abuja. Just simply check on that or search Facebook, search YouTube. You'll find us. You can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That is Nigeria Info Abuja. And every time we, click also on the notification button so that whenever we come live on air, that will notify you. And you can always join us and drop your comments there. Also on Facebook, you can like our social media handle page on Facebook, and that would be okay. So join and drop your comments there as we go through those comments and also get to read them. All right, so welcome to Confession Tuesday. It's 2:32 p.m. Oh, scratch that. Make that 2:33. Let's get it started to the very top of the hour because we don't have any interruptions today. We don't have any commercials. So, yeah, we have from now to the very top of the hour. If you have any confessions to make, feel free and dial 0700 951 0000 and 08095974869. Then the WhatsApp where you can send voice notes. Okay, this time around, it doesn't have to be 1 minute, 30 seconds. You can just send a voice note with your story or whatever it is you want to confess on 08099930137, or just simply send a message, and we would be glad to hear from you as we take on the issues from now to about 3 o'clock. All right, so Confession Tuesday, welcome aboard. Hello? Hello? All right. That number is not going through. I can't hear you. Please just call back. Let me hear what you have to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Swat. That's the name my father gave me, but you can always call me Her Vocal Majesty. I'm the host of The Sunny Side on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It takes place every weekday, noon to 3 p.m., where we get to have all the lovely contemporary conversations. If your days are normally long and gloomy, well, not anymore, because I'm here to make it all bright and sunny for you. So join me. It's an invitation. You don't want to miss out.
Message here that has come in. It seems to be a long one. All right, so we'll get to read that. Okay, so let me start by reading this one. It says, hello, Auntie Swat. When I was dating my husband, I got distracted and was chatting with someone I met. He got to discover and he left the relationship. Okay, that was when you were dating your husband, right? And so I'm assuming your husband found out, or your then fiance found out and he left the relationship. And then you said, after he left, I went to beg him and promised never to hurt him again. Plus, I discovered I was... Okay, I think... Plus, I discovered that I was pregnant after he left me. Anyways, I told him that I was pregnant and told him I was really sorry, and that all of my feelings for him are real, and that I'm sorry he had to find out like this. He ultimately forgave me. Our parents know each other and are very religious, so they insisted to him that we should get married before the baby was born, after we told them, after our reconciliation, and we did just that. Okay, you said we had a small wedding with only the close people, nothing glamorous. It was seriously the best day of my life. You said fast forward until a few days ago. Ever since we got married, he has been constantly texting someone and smiling at his phone. When I asked about it, he assured me that it was just his chat with the boys. I believed him because I never had any doubts about his loyalty. But a few nights ago, I couldn't resist, so I checked his phone when he was in the bathroom. What I found out made my stomach to twist. All of our marriage, he was texting. Okay, let me not call the name. He said he was texting a girl that's his ex-girlfriend. As I found out from the messages, they got in touch again when he found out that I was taking money for dating. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. But he said, I really thought all the bad things were behind us. I still feel sick at the thought of it. After he got out of the bathroom, I acted like there was nothing wrong. We fell asleep, and tomorrow morning, or the following morning, I told him I was going to visit my parents, and I'm with them right now. I desperately want to forgive him for this as he forgave me, but I physically cannot bring myself to do so. I haven't told anyone anything, and around him, I act like nothing is wrong. Please send advice. All right, so that is one of the confessions for today. All right, long story short, for those of you who might not have caught the story, is she started giving us the story of, pre-marriage, where she got distracted, according to this message I'm seeing here, and started chatting with someone, okay? And her husband, her then boyfriend or fiance, got to discover, and then he left. He left the relationship. And then after he left, she went to beg him and promised to never hurt him again. And plus, after he left her, that was when she discovered that she was actually pregnant. So she most probably went after him and told him that she's sorry about everything. She genuinely loved him and she's pregnant. So they got reconciled, and then they told their parents about the pregnancy. And the parents, being religious people, advised them to just marry so that they can have a child within wedlock instead of, I guess, because that is going to be the mindset of any parent. So, they got married, and after the marriage, which was something very small, she said nothing spectacular about the wedding, they have gone ahead now she has just discovered that the man is always on his phone, chatting, smiling, and he said nothing when she asked him. Well, long story short, she has discovered after she picked up the phone and checked that he has been having contacts with an ex-girlfriend and has been, keeping up conversations with her. She left for her parents' house, and she's finding it difficult to forgive, and is acting normal around her husband. And she's saying she needs advice. So, I don't know if one or two persons can call to speak to this person. What do you think she should do? Is there anything that we can say to a person like that? I don't want to say what goes around comes around. People often make mistakes, right? But if you know you cannot forgive, then don't get back with the person and decide to execute vengeance on the person. Like, you do me, I do you. No, there's nothing like that. If you know you cannot trust this lady, or you know that you cannot give her your trust based on what she discovered, you should have just moved on with your life. And I'm one person who's a big advocate of not just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you have to be married. Because some people enter into that pregnancy because of the child alone, and that is not enough reason to get married. You don't marry based on the fact that someone is pregnant. That's the worst reason ever. Understand how people or children need to be brought into this world in a confined place of marriage so that it gives them some sort of security and a sense of belonging. You don't expose them. But then also, you do not bring children into a place where there is no love, where there is no security, because parents can't stand each other. They cannot work together in unison because They married all because of the child. So the child comes, and then what next? You make the child even suffer much more than this. So it's best you guys co-parent and have a way of nurturing a child rather than marry all because of a child and nothing more. You have missed it entirely. So right now, I'm just sensing that maybe he felt pressured because you told him you were pregnant. He felt pressured because your parents got involved and asked you guys to get married. And now he's back texting and having conversations with his girlfriend. So, like he discovered, and you guys, I'm sure you guys had a showdown and he decided to leave. How about you also broach the issue with him? Instead of saying you cannot forgive. Look, things do happen, oh. Nobody is justifying wrongdoings or, roving eyes or keeping an extra person outside marriage. But the truth is, you have to confront your person with your concerns and with your anger and your hurt and pain, and get to discover, why is he doing that? This is hurting you. This is going to hurt your marriage at the end of the day, because you going to your parents' house and acting as everything is normal, meanwhile in your heart of hearts, it's not going to help it. I just see a build up to a toxic relationship that would eventually crash down the path. So how about having the conversation and really understand? Do you guys love each other? Are you guys married have you made up your minds to stay together and walk through it as a family? Because it seems he still has some bit of maybe resentment or whatever it is, because he said he reconnected with her. Was it during the separation or what exactly? So I feel it should lead to a conversation and not just saying, okay, I can't forgive, and then you're moving away and stuff like that. How much would that solve at the end of the day? Except you are not willing to stay, then you guys shouldn't have even done it in the first place, because that's the danger of some of these things, right? So have that conversation and know what it is, whether you guys are in this to the very end. How do you avoid this distrust? Because once trust is broken, somehow you find out that it keeps deteriorating if something is not done solidly to restore trust in that sort of conversation or in that kind of relationship. And the thing is that you guys are now married. You guys are not just dating, you're married. So you have to talk about these things, right? That's basically one thing I feel about that. I don't know if this is a confession. We'll get to talk some more about this tomorrow, but let me try to listen to this.
Good afternoon, Madam Swat. My name is Mr. Pauline, who's calling from Cuba.
Okay, I think this is
let me start from Obasanjo.
All right, that's from early on. I suspected. Okay, let me play this one too that has come in. I don't know whether it starts from here. No, let's listen.
Or just simply said, let's say.
Yeah. Madam Swat, good afternoon. Yeah, I remain anonymous. This is not like a confession. I just want to share my true life story with you and the listener. I want to say something about my matrimonial home, in which I have tried my possible best to correct it, but my spouse is a kind of person that is adamant, that's not easy to control. My wife don't used to like sex. Sincerely speaking, I've tried my possible best to at least to put her through. We have went for counseling. We have went to our doctor. They talked to her. Still, all my effort proved they are abortive. If me and my wife, since we have married more than 10 years now, my wife have never one day wake me up or touch me in the night that she's in the mood. No, I will be the one to initiate that. And if I even touch her, my wife will just remove my hand from her body. We have quarrel. I've turned it to quarrel. We have turned it to so many things. Aye. So I even our family, our mother, our father have settled us because of this issue. Heard about this issue. They talk to her. Everybody talk to her, but she's still the same person. So now I don't even for the past 5 years now I've decided not to even bother her again. So I go if I feel to have intimacy, I will go out. I have girlfriends, and she knows that I have girlfriends. I respect her. I didn't do it to her face, but she knows that I have girlfriends. But she didn't even bother. She didn't even bother. So I don't know. I don't used to disturb her again. Don't used to disturb her. So if I feel, if I'm in the mood, I will just go out to go out, meet my girlfriend. So it's still me, Barrister Swat. It's me that I still remain anonymous. So, like I said, I have girlfriends. Because of that, I don't even bother her because I know it's part of her life. She doesn't want uh, sex. So I'm a sex lover. I love sex, and that is one of the things that's keeping me going. So I can't do without it. And I see that she cannot satisfy me. So I have to at least find a satisfaction from another source. So I don't disturb her again. So I don't know if you Nigerians can still advise me. The Nigerian info listeners can still advise me, or you can still advise me what to do. But for me, where anything that is giving me joy, that is what I do, and that is what is keeping me going. So I look for my joy elsewhere. I'm not looking on a side in aspect of sex again. I'm looking elsewhere for that, and I thank God. I'm happy. I'm happy. So thank you, Madam Swat. I remain anonymous. Thank you.
Okay, Anonymous, thank you for opening up. And I feel very sad about the situation at home and what is currently obtainable, because it proves that there is no marriage. There's no marriage. For 5 years, are you kidding me? Who stays together? You guys are just roommates. You're not married, so to speak. Do you guys have kids? Do you have kids together? What is the situation at home? But I can't just imagine, like, for 5 years, you guys have not had any form of intimacy. She knows you're going out. She doesn't care. And, well, I don't know. Okay, people, let me just open the line to one or two people very quickly to say one or two things, to the first and even second issues before we go. We'll continue with this tomorrow, though. I mean, if you want to call 0700 951 0000 and 08095974869, 08099930137. You have anything to say to the first issue of the lady who is complaining about discovery that she made of her husband going back with an ex and chatting, and that she doesn't feel she can, let go of and stuff like that. And then also this man, you heard the situation at home and the pathetic issue that is currently ongoing. I feel very sad, honestly, listening to that, because it shows that the matter is deeply rooted But I believe that there's nothing that cannot be resolved. You know, I doubt if you're truly happy, the sort of life you're living, you have a home, but you keep going outside. You know that is not the normal thing to do. The normal thing is for you to stay home and be happy with your family. But then going outside, even though you have painted a situation that needs desperate and urgent turnaround, I do hope that that can be turned before things degenerate. Because when you leave the normal and you're operating within the realm of the abnormal, then it also has its own consequences. I don't know what your belief system is, but having a wife and then sleeping outside, you didn't even say girlfriend, you said girlfriends. Do you know what you're exposing yourself to? That's quite dangerous. Okay, why is it that my phone line isn't staying? You can use the WhatsApp to call, all right? Just use the WhatsApp in case you're trying to get me across the phone line and it's not staying. Call 080-999-30137. Okay? Hello, SWAT. For the anonymous person, I feel the issue should be thrashed out during the night show. Why should we do that? Why didn't he send it there? We will trash it here. Okay? We will do so. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Christopher calling from Party.
Okay.
Yeah. My only thought on this issue is that I will have the man saying something that even the parent, the lady's parents, talk to her over and over again, but she refused to turn up. So, the only thing is this. She should just pack and run away out of that marriage, because you are spending over 5 years not having any connection with the person you call your wife. So that means the girl, she's not in love with that man any longer. So you should know what to do as a man.
I don't understand. He should know what to do as a man. What should he do as a man? You are saying he should know what to do.
Because
he's obviously living a life that he is obviously not. Anyway, he said he's happy. But I doubt you can be happy that you have a home and you're jumping out every time you want to have intimacy, you're going out and all of that. It doesn't sound like anything that anybody would sit down and be at peace with, So, basically you are saying, okay, what can be the possibility of a reconciliation? Because you don't just let things go down the drain like that.
okay, he said he's happy, then why is he complaining again?
Anyways, I don't know. So that's why I'm feeling that if you say you're happy, then why are you asking for, like you rightly said. Thank you, though. Thank you. Let's quickly take a commercial and then come right back to round things up. Don't go anywhere.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
This. Afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Yamai from Mataga.
All right.
Yeah, so this man don't need any advice. He's already making choice now. Why advice is needed from us again?
Well, because some people are discontent and they feel like it's veiled in contentment. But honestly, there must be something to say to this man, right? Let's not just assume he's happy. I don't think he is a happy person.
No, he says he's happy now. He find his way now. You find where his happiness is. You go where he finds his happiness. So are we going to stop you not to find happiness after you find happiness? I don't understand.
All right, thank you. Okay, we're not here to judge people. If you have anything to just point out and say, you can do so. All right. Let me see. Hafsat Mwazu said, "Good afternoon, SWAT and Co." Thank you so much, Hafsat. Let me see. I saw one other message. Where did it disappear to? All right, no wahala. I think I'll just still come back to that. Let me see this one. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Barrister, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Udo, the next president.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. One thing I want to start from the animal sandwich.
Hello.
I don't know whether they have children. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Your voice is going in and out.
Yeah, I'm asking question. If they have children,
I don't know.
if both of them, okay. If they have children, I would say that you should going to manage the marriage. If they don't,
Yeah. All right, Miss Ojo, sorry about that. I think there was a problem with your connection there. It wasn't coming up and down. Let's take this
Hi,
one.
Swat. Good afternoon. This is Cynthia calling from Asukura Extension. I congratulate you on this program. It's a very pity message, from that man. I want to give him my own advice. It's quite unfortunate that he married a woman like that. But any woman that behaves like that, he should look into this aspect, whether the woman is into any form of any way that she used to satisfy herself, except there's no blood that runs in her vein. Yes, maybe she's into lesbianism. He should try and find out. Maybe she's not a man type, maybe so same opposite type. Are you getting me? And he didn't mention any other person aside him and the wife. Maybe there are children um, living with them, there are children, or just the two of them for over how many years? Quite unfortunate. Maybe they should seek for divorce if they have tried other means. They should seek for divorce because he can't keep on going out to go and be satisfying himself. What if he contacts or contracts HIV or any other deadly disease? What will his future hold for him? Please.
All right. Yeah, that's one of the dangers of keeping other people outside, your marital home and all of that. You expose yourself to a lot of dangers. People will even think of it in terms of just the physical diseases and stuff like that. When we begin to go into the deeper implications of what you're doing, you will realize that you're exposing yourself. So is there a chance that you can go through this again and see if that can be sorted out? Because you said you went for therapy. Nobody knows what kind of therapy. But trust me, I've seen a sharp turnaround. There are people who got to that place where, you know how they always say, irreconcilable differences. I've seen how people made a U-turn and their homes have been saved. So sometimes you just feel some things are not, cannot be sorted out because we have not devoted our time and efforts to really dig deep into the issues as to why this is happening. There are possible reasons why she may not necessarily be in that place to yield to you, as her husband and stuff like that. Have you really, really done in-depth investigation to find out what are the issues? Or is it the one that is and you're throwing blames? And you know how we do things in Nigeria, throwing blames, there, get out, that kind of thing, without actually digging deep to understand the issues, and then you try treating them. I've seen things done around. So I don't know how in-depth that therapy or the counseling you've gone for. And if you're still interested in preserving your marriage, it's up to you, so that you guys will go for real help. And then after that, you can decide, But then, like I said, and so many people have noted, you expose yourself to grave dangers when you have a home and you keep jumping out and getting some sort of gratification outside. It comes with a lot of consequences that you cannot escape from, no matter what it is. It's better you are not in a marriage, and, well, whatever decisions you want to take, you take responsibility for it, than for you to be where you are. And obviously there is something that inside of you that is still burning, and that's why you're still, reaching out and asking for help and stuff like that. So that's just my presumption. Okay, it's already time for me to go. Like I said, we'll continue tomorrow. I'll do from Kuje said that man should know the weak point of his wife, but buy her gifts, and you can also involve imams or pastors, that lady should understand her husband's dislike. Change of attitude can make you win your man's heart back. Okay. This is a quick voice note, just 49 seconds.
Good day, Madam Swat. Ikukwama testing you from Barimpa. Madam Swat, my advice to that man is for him to get a second wife and stop keeping girlfriends. Instead of keeping girlfriends, let him just get a second wife, since everybody has say what they have to say and the wife refused to adapt to it. It happens to me. Even my own wife don't like it, but at least if I ask, she will give. But for her to ask, it's impossible. So for me, I would advise him to get a second wife instead of running here and there, chasing girls up and down. No.
All right. Thank you, Ikukoma. Very, very quickly.
Hello, Swat. Good afternoon. This is Mary Jane from Airport. Concerning the issue of the man that says his wife does not like sex, it might be a deep-rooted thing. It may be something that happened during her youth age. It might be something psychological effect that she has not dealt with. So it needs to be dealt with for her to be free. So I think they should go and visit a counselor, and she should open up concerning that particular issue that is making her to lock up herself against her husband. I think by the time they do that, it will be good for them. Thank you very much.
You are just re-echoing exactly what I said. Like I said, we don't do in-depth investigation. If it doesn't happen, we just say, hey, you know what, just get rid of her, do this one. But that is not the right attitude. There could be a lot of underlying issues. So if you're still interested, you can reach out for where you can get real help, real investigation, real digging deep into what the issue is. And then after that, you can make your choice as to whether you want to let go or you want to stay. All right, this one says, good afternoon, ma. I want to ask and seeking for practical advice. A man who wants his younger sister who just graduated to come visit for holidays, knowing his wife don't like his family members. How can he relate this to the wife? Should he just inform her or seek for her permission? We'll deal with this tomorrow, okay? Please just join me tomorrow. Let's when we have Dr. Oladipo in the house. Good afternoon, Swat. My name is Solomon. I want to advise the man to leave the marriage and pray to God for the right person as a wife, because this woman is in his house, is not his wife. Of a truth, Swat, I like it, and I don't think that will be tolerated in my own marriage. Thank you. Right, and then this one here is, good afternoon, Swat. My name is Madwaka Ugochukwu. I feel that anonymous man cried out because he no longer feels safe in marriage. He might not have openly said it, but I felt it from what he said. I feel if they can work together, they can go their separate ways. That's my opinion. Okay, and last one before I go this afternoon.
Barrister Swat. My name is Harry, doing this video from Abuja. Very sad one indeed. It hurts to hear this. First, I think these are some of the things that need to be even discussed before marriage. Sometimes when you begin to ask this kind of question, it doesn't mean you are carnal. It's for you to know the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And sometimes this kind of woman might be that he married her as a virgin, and she might need time to probably get used to it. And for me, I would advise too, if he's someone of high sexual urge, he also needs to look for a way to control it, to dazzle it, to be calming down, so that.
All right, I wish we could go on, but hey, my time is up, and we will continue this tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Up next is Hard Facts. Gabriel is here already, and I'm sure he'll be joined by Somi. And you guys would have a nice time listening. My name is Swat. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
This is Nigeria Info.